Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. One team comes in off a victory. The other comes in off a defeat. And we'll send you over to L.A. now, where Brandon Godden and Charles Davis have the call.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, it certainly appears that they had a pretty good formula how to combat waiting around all day to play a night game. Came right out, smacked them, and gained big yardage because it's tough for a coach. How much time do you spend with a team? How much time do you meet? How often do you actually eat meals? Do you get them out of the hotel? It's a tough task to have them ready to play a night game when they've had to sit around all day and usually watch other people get ready to play as well.
The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now it's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
No. Check, Patriot. All right, here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
All right, here we go. Philly, here we go. Leopard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Eric Berry's the textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Give them 11 on the game there, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Here we go now. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, Leopard. 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 Off. No. Check. Patriots.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he fields it cleanly. And he is out of bounds just shy of the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Over. Set. Green. Now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Long day. Oh, it's going to be a long day. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Now let's go. Green. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Hurry up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got time. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alec Ogletree in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Back to throw here. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. L.A.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Cardinals going up against the Rams. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football in this city for 22 years, but football is back here in Los Angeles. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. They go play, and down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down.
Here we go now.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
No, check. Patriot. Patriot. Blue 90.
And the wideout in motion. 90. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 20, 10, and finally out of bounds just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Now let's go. Please. Now look at 56. Watch it now, Barney.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Robert Quinn in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third down, still 14 yards left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
Leopard. Now let's go. All right, now look at 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Detroit.
Looking to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Their big-bodied receiver, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
All right, here we go. Green.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Me the ball.
And guess what?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one. He's got a man. Complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher.
And the ball is knocked out, but it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, now look. Now let's go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got three.
And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They go back to the air here after the INT. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They'll come out in the pistol. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
No. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll set up to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Design run for their wideout. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week, and boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
No. Check. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
Certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So they get the field goal here at the end of the second quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And the Rams getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here we go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. Deep drop. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got...
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
Hurry up, all right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Now, let's go. 3, 9,
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Leopard,
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Now let's go. Great.
And they'll run it here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on him. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. This one from 35 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
3rd down and 3. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He sets to fire deep, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking. And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Back now in Los Angeles. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And taken right at the 35. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their dangerous receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Jacob Shum now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down following the run.
Here we go now.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. A good pickup there, a 22. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Here's Murray for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he rifles one incomplete. Ten yards still left on second down.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Green 39! Green 39!
And he motions the wide receiver. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarter, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Jared Goff taking it in, and the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped them at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need. Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They go play action here on first down. Now, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Rams, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
you.